What's going on, you guys? It's Richard. Thanks for tuning into my first Minecraft video. Super excited to be starting this channel. I am so excited to be on this new server. It's been up for a little while. It's not new, but it's new to me, I guess. Uh, it's going to be awesome. Super excited for it. I've played a little bit. As you can see, I have some cooked food and an axe that I found in a trial chamber that was hidden somewhere. If you want to see that, you're going to have to check out one of my friends that's on the server, his YouTube channel, because he was live and working and stuff, not working, but he was recording whenever we were playing, and we discovered all sorts of stuff here at spawn. As you can tell, this is vanilla Minecraft. It just has a few little alterations to it, just to make it a little bit better, a little bit nicer looking. Super excited for it. I do have an area picked out for our starter base. I don't honestly have a lot planned for it yet. Still figuring it out. I gotta find it again up here somehow. Talk about complicated. So many different places to go. Here we go. So it's right here, really close to historical. I don't have a waypoint yet because I'm poor currently. But right up here, you can see that smoke. That's not from me, that's from somebody else. But I got permission to go ahead and build over here. What is this? The Erie Canal Public Waterway, and there's bombs. That's lovely. Anyways, like I was saying, this is going to be where we're going to set up. I'm not entirely sure what we are going to do. I have a little bit of a tree farm going on over here. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing for sure with theme-wise, but I did not build anything yet because I wanted to build it while recording. So I'm super excited to see what exactly ends up being up here. And it takes forever to get up here right now. I'm going to have to build a better way to get up here. Yeah, so just ignore this. This is one of my friends, actually, one of the ones that invited me onto the server. That's a telescope. I want that, but I'm not going to steal it. But pretty much this is just there's a weird war thing going on in between penguins and raccoons for some reason. I don't know. I'm not really a part of it. I'm just chilling. I just got here. But yeah, so we're going to set up on this hill area is what I'm thinking. Kind of expand out. There is a little house here, but I checked. Nobody actually lives here. I can take that away. Nobody lives here, so I might just get rid of it because it's just a little dirt hut anyways, so nobody lives there. This is all I have currently. Somebody swung by, Tuxted, and gave me some bamboo. For the most part, we're going to be trying to go completely by ourselves, but it was just really nice for him to drop that stuff by. As you can see, I've already started chopping down some trees. Got to get me some oak over here. That also I got out of the trial chamber. Super excited for that. And then I also have all this stuff. I have a lot of heads of me and John and Matt. We did all sorts of stuff. I'm not really sure how this mailbox thing works. I might try to... I'll never get used to how bundles work. I refuse. They're just weird. Well, I don't really have anything to put my mailbox on, so we're just gonna. Yeah, I have some fence works actually. I can do that. Build a little area for my little mailbox. Boop. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna assume there's nothing in it because I don't have. And then I'm gonna put one right over here too. Question mark. Are these both mailboxes? Yeah, they're both definitely the same thing. I kind of like the way this one looks, not gonna lie. I like the dark gray color, but that's me. Always gonna go for the darker colors when it comes to builds. But yeah, I have a few things. As you can see, I have apple pie because that's a thing. Rubies. This is gonna be our main thing that we use specifically into spawn. I honestly don't know if they use it or not in the shopping district. I haven't really got that far yet into looking around and discovering things. But as far as I know so far, yeah, we're just going to kind of get started today, do some building, do some harvesting, some trees. I'm not looking at doing anything super complicated today just because I'm getting started. Where's my axe? There it is. But I might build me a little log cabin or something up here. Sweet. So as you can tell, I've cut down a lot of wood. Um, but it also looks like I haven't cut down any because I replanted a lot of the trees that I cut down. I am going to enjoy these golden carrots that Matt came and gave me during my grinding session. But I also want to go over here and explore this village. I'm hopeful that there might be a few villagers left. Honestly, I only need two to start a breeder in order to actually get an iron farm, have a trading hall, stuff like that. Because once I have a breeder, I can get as pretty much as many villagers as I want. So I really only needed to get two. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna build yet. Still, like what my theme is going to be. Like obviously, like I said before I started grinding, my starter base is probably gonna be some play on a log cabin of some sorts. But I'm not really sure what the theme for my base is going to be. Usually, when I build, I like to build with a definite theme, because I think it helps just with the overarching story of well, what's going on inside of my base. I think every base and every build should have a story that goes with it. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to go fight this witch real quick. Maybe I can get some good items, some redstone, maybe some other things like that. That would be nice. Sweet. 5 pieces of redstone. Love to see it. I'm not an expert redstoner, but I hope potentially I could get some redstone set up on this server. I'm really not seeing any villagers, and I'm really discouraged, to be entirely honest. This space or this village has definitely been raided before. Um, I didn't realize there were so many holes in my mountain. That's interesting. I might have to play into that. I wonder if I could make a jump from here. I feel like I'm definitely going to have to build a bridge to get over here if I do find any villagers. But, and I'm kind of scared I'm going to die if I jump, but I really want to try. Like, that's a pretty, who knows? Maybe not. Well, oh, I love some birch wood. I see some birch. That's one type of wood variety I don't have so far. Honestly, I don't have that many wood varieties at all. I really only have oak. But this birch, oh my gosh, there's cats. That should mean there's villagers nearby. Oh, there's one outside, and there's at least one in there too. So that's two. That's an easy way for me to get my villager breeder set up. So I'll honestly just leave those here for now, and I'll come back later and use them. But I think I'm gonna keep an iron golem. That's some iron potentially. I mean, I don't want to die. I mean, I'm not that far away from base. I guess it'll be okay. Here we go. I guess I'll just tower up. I got this. Okay. Now just wait for him to come over here. He's got this. He can't. He's so short. Look at him. He's just a little short king. Imagine being shorter than 6 feet tall. Can't imagine. Like, come on, bro. You can't even reach above your head. Go to the gym. Ooh. I kind of find it a little funny that I have iron and redstone and I haven't went mining yet at all. But I'm just going to keep going over here, keep exploring. I'd love to find some spruce, to be entirely honest. Spruce, dark oak. Oh, love all these. This is honestly one of my favorite biomes, I'm not going to lie. There's a wolf. Oh my gosh. My bones are all at my base, which kind of sucks because I don't have a way to get it. But it's okay. There'll be more in the future. I will have a pet. That is like a guarantee of any Minecraft. So yeah, I'm kind of just going to go and explore for a little bit. And I will get back to you guys on what I find. Hopefully some spruce, maybe some dark oak, that kind of stuff. So I'll see you in a bit. So I'm back. So I went on quite a little bit of adventure. I didn't go super far away, so I didn't find all the wood types I was looking for. But I did find spruce, luckily. So the spruce is definitely going to be a big part of our base. Spruce is a really good color wood. It's just very dark. I'd love to use some birch in my build because it is my favorite block. But honestly, who knows if that'll actually happen? Because sometimes birch can look a little rough. But so I think I'm just going to keep planting some spruce over here. Hopefully I'll probably need a lot. Spruce is just a good wood to always have a lot. I do hate the way that the podzol looks like. But eventually when I get some moss, because that's my favorite block and I will inevitably get it, I will probably go over this. Oh my goodness, that grew incredibly fast. I probably need to move these saplings over just a little bit. They won't grow if they're that close, I don't think, but they might grow right here. So I will definitely work on continue to grab that. But I think we can go ahead and start and actually establishing the foundation and building the actual house. Now, it's probably going to be a log cabin, like I said earlier. That's just going to be a simple, easy base for us. But I'm envisioning something a little different than just normal. I'll definitely use some spruce. But I guess I'm just going to start laying it out now. Let's see what happens. So at first I wasn't really 100% sure what I was going to do. You can see I was kind of reworking the whole entire area a few times. But then I finally landed on this idea of like a wraparound porch log cabin. I'm interested to see exactly how this will play out. But it's going to be really cool. I'm obviously using spruce as my base for the porch. The dark colors will just really go well to establish where the base is. And then I'm just going to go out and do kind of like a square pattern from that. Hopefully that'll end up giving me some good external post. It's really important to build your builds outward. Make sure that it's not just a flat surface. Minecraft can easily fall into the trap of simply having a flat surface, but I don't want that to happen on my base. I'm going to plant some more saplings around because at this point I'm thinking I'm potentially going to be using some birch wood, which you'll find out later what happens to that idea. But for right now, I'm going to continue with that idea. And then I start putting in my inner layer of actual blocks. Now, this inner layer is potentially going to be where my actual house is. So it's going to be the actual house, whereas the external layer is going to be the porch. I love using a little hint for you guys real quick on how just to keep some preserving some blocks and stuff like that. If you have an area in which you are okay to use slabs, generally go for it. Now, I think for this area, the porch will look nice actually with the slabs present, but in some areas it might not look quite right. But even in those situations, you can always put the external blocks as full blocks and then cover the rest in slabs. It's going to take about half as many slabs as it does whole blocks, which is pretty impressive. And actually will overall preserve the look of the thing. Now, I did end up putting up some stairs on the edge to give this idea of depth while also keeping it pretty solid underneath because I think that'll help it look just a united look overall. So I am using a ton of spruce in this build, but I think it looks really, really good and really gets across this idea of like a log cabin. And so I'm just going to keep filling in the area, working on a little bit of topography to help the area look pretty good. But overall, for the most part, I have the general idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to give us a nice little spruce porch area. And then from that point, I'm probably going to build a log cabin on top of the porch. Personally, I find it easier to just put down the main body of the build. For example, this is the foundation of it. And then build the rest of it on top of that. So I'm going to start off using oak for my log cabin. I picked oak because it looked pretty cool. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep bark or stripped, but I very quickly landed on stripped because it definitely looks better. Now, this is the point in which I did switch and think, hey, what if I use birch? Because it's my favorite type of wood. It might look good. And so I started taking off all the oak and then redoing it. This is going to be an idea that I have for a little while. And I think it's really important when you're building not to throw away an idea instantly, but instead to try to see what it looks like. Build a little bit. It might waste a little bit of time for you, but doing that actually can help you just start to stretch your creative muscles when it comes to like building in general and colors, which is one thing I struggle with a lot. I struggle a lot with the actual colors of ways things will look. And so I'm just going to start doing a simple interlocking logs design for the build. Now, I obviously have to have some opening spaces for the doors and windows and stuff like that. But for now, I'm not overly concerned how those areas look. I just want to get the general idea that's a log cabin across. And so I am going to do kind of this interlocking one path, one side taking and going over the other side, which you can see with the look of what the actual log cabin looked like. If you ever look up like a log cabin, or if you've seen one, it has this like appearance of these logs being interlocked, and that's kind of what I was trying to get across by having these blocks go in different directions. You can see I start leaving space for a few windows and even potentially where the doors are going to be, and so I just want to make sure that I'm keeping that space open so that I know what it's going to look like. Now, any exposed blocks I am going to want to make some stripped wood for, because that's going to give it just an overall better look. And so that's where I land for the most part for this build, is this idea of doing a nice birch color. I take a few steps back and I quickly realize the birch and the spruce do not go together as well as I thought they did, which is definitely going to make this a little bit more complicated than I wanted it to be. You can see I'm making some charcoal so I can make some torches and stuff like that to light up my area. But I'm quickly beginning to realize that maybe birch and spruce is not the right mix for me. And so, sadly, after I do all of this work to get all this birch here and have all this birch, I decide honestly just kind of to tear it all down and to go with the oak because it just looks better. See, this is what I mean when I say sometimes you just got to follow a creative idea through. And sometimes it means you have to do a little extra work. You have to do a little bit more cleaning up after yourself. Okay, guys, we are back. It's only been a minute or just a little bit for y'all, but I've done a little bit of remodeling for this. I'm obviously nowhere close to finished with it yet, but as you can see, we have I finished our porch area. I think I did that earlier, and then I redid this. I did oak instead. I think just the contrast between the rings and the outside of these is better, and it just overall looks better than the birch did, I think. I'll still probably use birch in a few places. As you can see, we have a cobblestone wall here. For a reason, trust me, whenever we look inside, well, that's humiliating. When we look inside, we have a little mantle area with a little fire. Of course, our bed and our raccoon can't do anything without that. So today I'm going to finish up a little bit on this. I need to do the porch and the ceiling is the main parts I'm still missing out on. And Matt said that he had some dark oak saplings that he could use, so I don't have to go exploring somewhere to find them. So I'm going to swing over to his base and grab a few of those if I can find them. Once again, I realized I said I wasn't going to use a ton of stuff from other people, but like at the same time, dark oak can be a pain. This is all spruce. Dark oak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put those back. I don't know what that was to. And then I'm going to go back to my base, Orion's cabin. Here we go. So I'm just going to plant these dark oak saplings real quick. I think I'm going to use dark oak for the roof. I just think it'll look very nice. I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting. I need to get rid of some of these trees. I planted way too many. Yeah, so it's kind of weird because probably I'm going to live stream before I post this video because there's no way I'm going to get this video finished. There's no way I'm going to get a hopper. And sorry, this conversation is distracting me while I'm trying to think. There's no way I'm going to get this video edited and finished before I go live later. That's just not gonna happen. So we're just gonna live in a world where y'all are going to see what the house looks like before you see the recording of me building it. Because why not? Gotta put those last few finishing touches on the base, finish up this pathway, and then of course finish up our nice little mailbox. Now, since it's a head, I think I can actually put it on my head. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I can put a wooden mailbox on my face. But I can also put it at like a slight corner like that. Yeah, I think I like that. I think it looks really good. Yeah, so I think we're pretty much done with the build. This is going to be our starter base. It's a nice little log cabin. I might clean up a little bit, get rid of some of the trees around it, clear out this area again. This is where I'm going to finish off the episode for today, though. Super excited about what we did together as a team of building this awesome little base right here. It's a great little starter base that's going to be really cool. But I'm super excited also for what this channel is going to look like. I'm just going to be hanging out, playing some fun games. Can't wait to see what's going to happen on this server and on this channel. I will see you guys later. Have a great day.